What's good, y'all? Today we are going to be watching white women explain why black women will never get married. It already sound crazy. It already the lineup. I don't know if this like clickbait. I don't know what this is, but they got me. You got me. You caught me. I'm hooked. And it says white woman, as in one white woman, but it says many black women, as in group. So let's see what they talking about. I really hope there ain't no Karen on here trying to explain to nobody what's going on. Let's see if they have anything of value to say.
Man with no money make a woman happy in a relationship.
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna say no.
No. Hell no. Absolutely not. No.
Bro, bad plays already. Bad plays already. We gotta dig a little deeper. Let's continue.
No. Hell no. How he gonna make me happy? How you gonna make her happy with no money?
Dang.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford.
All right.
You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place?
No cap.
I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own.
She kind of spitting. I know how it go. Start getting all defensive, right? When we hear white woman explains why black women are such and such. But she not talking to black women. She responded to a video. So let's take it off of that and put it onto just she responded to a video of about one woman. And now we can start to digest some of the stuff that she talking about. But it sounds like she's spitting so far. Yo, had us first half. I'm not gonna lie. You had us the first half.
And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand.
True.
But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating. That's rather giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
Type.
So guys, I saw this pop up on my timeline and I find it very interesting because I do agree with her. And I do believe that, and this was the caption I saw on WorldStar, that this is why a lot of black women aren't married and will never get married because of this mindset. And you have women like this talking and other women listening like, yes, because if he can't do that. Fellas, I want you to know the majority of women out here are struggling. These booty clappers, IG models, all this other stuff.
Bro, everything on social media is fake. Every single thing on social media is fake. We got Drea running around. I remember she got a divorce and she found out that she wasn't getting child support or wasn't getting that much child support. And she started bawling. She said, "Oh my gosh, the divorce is done. Oh my gosh, yes." And then she said, "I gotta take on this financial burden by myself." Bro, what? I'm not gonna listen, if you drive a Rolls Royce, I'm pretty sure it was like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something. Bro, please stop. I don't want to hear rich people cry about money. I don't care. Cry more. Continue to cry. Love it. Because what are you even talking about? You think it takes $1 million a year to raise children? No, it takes $1 million a year for you to keep up your lavish lifestyle. Maybe. Children are in third world countries, all these different places, and they are happy. They kicking coconuts outside. They are happy. Your children do not need $1 million a year, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year in order to live life.
The majority of them are not making that kind of money. The majority of these women that are in the club, they're paying to be seen and whatnot. And a lot of them, these dudes really don't be paying attention to at the end of the day. They're not. Go be with your type. Yeah, fellas, that's why you do go be with your type. And that's why a lot of times The fellas who really are looking for real love is few and far between, and they end up dealing with the bunnies. They end up rocking with the bunnies because the bunnies aren't talking like this. Well, JR, that's because they talk about it later on. Hey, treat me like somebody, man. Treat me like somebody. Instead of just approaching this like an ATM. The only thing you can do for me, give me some money. Give me some money. You have to upkeep this lifestyle. So basically, a woman's not able to do it on her own, even though you see on these dating sites, that's all the women talk about. I got my own money. I don't need this. I don't need that. Fellas, don't even waste your time. A lot of times y'all go through all this and you find out women like this are just a dud. They can't even take care of themselves. Their credit's bad. They're behind on bills. But yet still, they manage to get their hair done and weave done, and they owe their landlord some money. They owe credit cards. They own their car. All this stuff is behind and jacked up, man.
He's spitting. He's spitting. This isn't just a black woman thing, though. Like, this is just a woman thing in general, right? There's just certain types of people. You know, there's plenty of black women that aren't like this. Yeah.
How about you help me find a husband?
It ain't the oldest. It ain't the youngest. It's the treatment. It's not the oldest, Amber. It's not the good-looking one, Amber.
Okay.
It's not the one got money, Amber.
True.
It's the one honest.
She preaching.
And not
She really out here preaching for real.
men them honest nowadays.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, it's the women done gone.
You a woman yourself.
I'm a woman myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do now.
They don't care no more.
Cause that's when the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Cause as long as you respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong.
They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. And I've been saying this for a while. It's not the men, it's the women. The women have gone bad. The women, their minds are warped. And they'll look at this older lady like, oh, times have changed. Back, men was taking care of women. Come to find out, a lot of times that wasn't true either. So y'all ladies, this world has made it to the point where you feel like you have endless options. You could put tons of coins in the machine. You got infinite coins to keep putting in the machine to start a new game.
No cap.
All right, so they got Puffy locked up. Drizzy suing his record label, man. Doesn't it feel like this music industry is just crumbling?
And that's not how it is. Definitely not how it is. A lot of these women now just turn dudes off altogether. She's talking about approach, this, that, and the third. Now, they're always going to be simps, or they're going to be...
I'll just put it like this. Men are always going to be trying to get women. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Men are always going to be trying to get women. Now, deciding what they do to get women is decided on who gets women. Right? If I see somebody and they treating women terribly, but they're the person that all the women are going to, that's the person that you're going to act like. Because why would I act like somebody that's behind me? If there's the chivalrous man, right, and he getting stepped on, walked on, and I see it happening, I'm like, that's the guy you shouldn't be like, because that doesn't work. Then you look at the guy that's, you know, just a terrible dude, and he's getting all the girls. What more do you want from me? I'm gonna be a terrible dude too. I'm gonna do the same thing he doing. Because guys are always going to be trying to get women, and they're going to follow what works. And if this is what works now, then that's just that's how the cookie crumbles. Right? So you can't really blame men for being bad men. Holy. That was a terrible bar. My bad. You can't really blame men for not being as chivalrous as they did in the past. That is a much better statement. That is a statement that would probably not get me canceled, right? But yeah, man, it's just too much going on. I just saw a video on TikTok about Brent Faiyaz. He said it was a girl posting on her story that Brent Faiyaz was dogging her out. And when you start reading what they were talking about, like she's posting text messages. She liked Brent Faiyaz. That was one of her celebrity crushes. And Brent Faiyaz told her, bro, yo, kitty so good, you got to share it with my homies. And she texting the man talking about, yeah, I had such and such here with the red shirt and and then the guy with the curly hair. Like I was just going downstairs and asking like who's next, like who, you know. Bro, she said she was over there smashing his homies. And bro said to her, good job. Keep doing what you doing. You're going to live a good life. Bro, what? Like, and now she mad because Brent Faiyaz done cut her off. Like, I want some critical thinking. Please use some critical thinking. In no way, shape, or form did you think that he was going to wife you? You thought he was going to wife you? After that? He's grimy for that. Like, he really like, lover boy method. I don't know. You feel me? But it was all consensual. Like, let's be 100% honest with ourselves. You know better. You know better. You know that was not going to get you to be dating Brent Faiyaz. The girl that he's probably dating has no contacts with his homies. Like, this is my girl. But shawty over there, that's for the gang. Bro is literally being W mans. He's being the best W mans ever, bro. He's taking one for the team, actually. He's smashing you so that his homies could smash too. And then lying to your face. Like, let's be 100% real with ourselves, bro. This is what's rewarded at the end of the day. And that's why people keep doing it. If it stopped working, guys would stop doing it. So let's put it like that.
Men out there willing to part with their money just to get with one of these queens and find out the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Or to spend their money to get with a baddie. But you really have two people that really don't like each other. They only like something about the other. True. He likes how her body looks. She likes his bank account. True, I guess some of you could say, JR, that's a match made in heaven. What else is there? Does anything else or should anything else matter at the end of the day?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get on to the next clip, guys. Let's go.
You gave him coochie for him going to work?
I gave him coochie for coming home with the check, not going to work, coming home with the check.
Really?
Yeah.
So when he bring you the check, you say, come on, let's do it?
Nah, I don't say, come on, let's do it. When he go to bed at night and he wants something, I give him some.
So if he don't come home with the check, then what happens?
If he don't come home with the check, he sleep by his damn self.
Now you guys see how different that generation is, how they just seem to be a different breed of women. And even though you can say, well, if he brings home the check, this, that, and the third, I'm pretty sure she conducted herself a lot different. It wasn't all about pay for this, pay for that. The more stuff that keeps coming out, the more makeup, hair, wigs, all this other stuff that women think they need, BBLs, the more they think a man should have upkeep. These women back then didn't have that type of upkeep. And I know a lot of you ladies gonna say, well, JR, there wasn't makeup, wigs, BBLs and stuff for us to invest in. No, it wasn't. We understand the nature of women. Women are vain. We get it. Women are very vain when it comes to their looks. That's important. But natural beauty is what matters. And a woman, you can get a lot more out of a man by just being nice to a man. Placing demands on a man that he has to pay for stuff that really don't even mean anything. It's all character flaws.
Truth be told, at the end of the day, as a man, all men really want is they girl to be nice to them. All you gotta do is be nice. Super easy, super simple. You feel me? There's not a lot of hoops to jump through. Be nice. And that comes with other things tacked on top of that, like caring for the person, you know, in the form of emotionally, you know, caring for the person. Like, that's what comes with being nice. But at the end of the day, you could get the most out of someone just by being nice. Most times.
That's all it is with these ladies at the end of the day. It's just a bunch of character flaws. And we just have to be honest about it, man. But guys, stay away from this. Ladies, I always say, fellas, you leave these ladies to do what they want to do. You can't change a woman's preference. Their minds are warped. And you'll drive yourself crazy trying to change a woman's mind about, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Man, screw all that.
Men and women are different at the end of the day. They want different things. Every single person on this earth is different from every other single person on this earth. Off rip. So there's so much nuances you have to deal with when it comes to just dealing with anyone, you know, just in general. There's different bubbles that, you know, men, you know, usually or typically fall into, and there's a bubble where women usually or typically fall into. And because of that, you know, it makes it feel like we're separated. But at the end of the day, whenever men and women are able to actually come together and, you know, understand each other, have some empathy for each other, that's where everyone could start to thrive, right? It used to be women need empathy. They don't have enough rights. They want to vote. They want to. So it's like men need more empathy towards women. Boom. Okay. I feel like as time went on, that started to happen where it's like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Like, that shouldn't have been happening. You're a human just like I'm a human. There's physical things that separate us, you know, a couple of, you know, hormonal things that separate us, but you're a human just like I'm a human. So I'm tweaking. You're right. As a society, we tweaking. Fix it. It's a weird nuance because now it's like men need empathy from women in the sense of you don't understand how men feel and what men are doing for women just to kind of hit men with backhand compliments or like just random stuff. Like, it's like men became the punching bag. I feel like we're in a place now where men need more empathy as well. Not necessarily more, but just more compared to what they're getting. It's probably not going to adjust itself or fix itself because men aren't the type to ask for empathy. We're in a very weird place where men are upset because life ain't what they feel like it should be. And then women are also upset because life ain't what they feel it should be. At that point, everyone's just sad. You feel me? I feel like we in one of the saddest generations, man. Life used to be so simple. You go work at the factory. You come home, you got your wife and kids. You bought a house, you have a car, you go and retire. Super simple, straightforward life. Every corner, we just need a little more empathy, bro. I feel like that'll solve all the problems. But anyway, will that ever happen? Probably not. But this is a good video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know, let me know if y'all think I was wrong about something, or let me know if there was something that you feel like you could add on to what I was talking about. Because this is something where it's deep. It goes deep, for sure. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching, and I love y'all. Peace.